well, so they tried to trick me into reading the book, but I had a plan all along. This is my friend Rukiye, and she's gonna be reading for me because I don't want to embarrass myself. So, Rukiye, say hello to the nice people. Rukiye's gonna be reading chapter 3 for me, aren't you, Ru?
Yes.
Yes. And we're friends, aren't we?
Yeah.
And you said that's a poohead.
No.
You're no fun. Well, okay. So ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Read to me chapter 3.
I think I'll have a tutti frutti, please. A double scoop, Anne said as she stared hungrily at the multicoloured tubs behind the cold frosted glass. Trevor nudged his son and pointed to his feet. He raised his eyebrows and crossed his eyes. Comically, the boy covered his mouth to stifle his laugh. That is an excellent choice, the man behind the counter almost shouted. He was a small man with a thick head of his black hair. Although there were a large number of grey ones visible, the obvious clothing for men product had missed. The man's accent was Italian, although it wasn't entirely convincing one, and he had all the flamboyant distinctions that.
Oh, we're getting to the good part now. What's your favourite ice cream?
Strawberry.
Oh, I don't like strawberry. I'm a chocolate person. Go on, carry on.
Came out with. I mixed it myself last night. An unbelievably beautiful choice. He kissed his fingers as if to emphasize his opinion. A beautiful ice cream for a beautiful lady, he shouted, and blushed as the man began to scoop the multicoloured substance onto a cone. Trevor didn't notice the flirtation as he was too busy staring through the glass, trying to decide what flavour he wanted.
I was flirting with his wife, the dirty person. Tell him no, he's not allowed to flirt with the mum. That's just terrible. I don't like that. Silly Italian man flirting. Go on, sorry.
Michael was leaning in with him, his eyes wide and lost in all the colours, with the exotic names next to them. His nose was pressing against the glass, creating a mist with every breath. Are they all different? He asked as his mother ordered a small chocolate cone for Sally. Every last one of them, Trevor replied, whipping his mouth, the saliva building up inside, threatening to dribble down his chin.
Oh, dirty, don't Julian. So worse than the feet thing in chapter 2, I think it was, a flipping feet shaving. Carry on.
What, Granddad? Mint choc chips, son? Wow, what about yellow? Banana. Banana ice cream? Is that good for you, like eating fruit? That one that Mum's having, it looks a bit like sick. That's the tutti frutti one I was telling you about, he replied with a wink. It looks more like Pucky Flucky to me, Dad. Trevor laughed. So young, Sonny Jim. What flavour do you want? The man with the dyed hair and fake accent said with a large grin. Michael's face fell. My name is Michael, not Jim, he replied sheepishly as the man leered over the counter at him. Everyone, including the ice cream man, burst into laughter. Michael looked around as if everyone had gone all mad, all at the same time. Even Sally was laughing, but he knew she didn't know why. His blush receded, and he began to laugh to himself, with his gaze eventually returning back to multicoloured tubs. Is the pooey looking one chocolate? He asked. looking at Sally with brown goo all over her face. A long, thin dribble had escaped her mouth and was dripping down her chin.
Whoa.
Yes, it is, his mother replied. But it's not poo, don't be so rude. She looked back up at the man behind the counter, her face flushing as red as her son's has been. The man was laughing. Oh, please, if he wants to see it as poo, then who are we to tell him any different? Please call me Mr. Binky. This is my parlour, he continued in his inconveniencing Italian accent. He looked up at the boy across the counter and winked. I think it looks like poo too, he whispered.
We agreed that it looked like poo. Do you think chocolate looks like poo?
No.
Well, is it just me then?
Yes.
Okay, carry on.
Michael squealed with laughter at the grown man using the naughty word. Anne rolled her eyes and smiled. Right then, I'll take another small chocolate. And have you decided yet, Trevor? We need to let the nice man know what we want, as there are other customers, you know. She smiled, turning to look at the rather long queue back from behind them. Anne noticed Binky's eyes flick over the queue, but his smile never fluttered. Okay, I'm going to go for a 4 scoop. I won't want a scotch with mint chip, whatever that purple one is. Blueberry? Binky interrupted, still smiling. Blueberry, yes, and strawberries. Trevor smiled at the man holding the scoop. I can't wait to see the colour of your sick later, Anne said, shaking her head.
Ooh, that's gross. Why are you excited to see sick? Oh, I don't like seeing sick. Do you like seeing sick?
No.
No, okay. I'll let you carry on. It's just gross.
Blueberry, yes, and strawberry. Trevor smiled at the man holding the scoop. I can't wait to see the colour of your sick later, Anne said, shaking her head. Coming right up, Mr. Binky laughed, passing over his chocolate cone to Michael, who was eagerly anticipating his treat. Once everyone was served, Binky looked at Trevor, his fake smile still firmly on his face. So that comes to £15.50, please. Trevor took out his wallet and produced a £20 note.
That's expensive for flipping ice cream. Is it? What is this? A recession? If Freddo's going to go up to 20p now. Or is it a pound? I don't know. But still, disgusting. Does Freddo need a house now? Okay, carry on.
Mr. Binky snatched it greedily from his hand and wrung the sale into the old-fashioned till. He handed the man his change and thanked them for the business, even though his interests had already passed on to the people who had been behind them in a queue. The transaction was already forgotten. The family exited the parlour to continue their stroll up the promenade, all of them busy licking the dripping ice cream from the side of their cones. He was a nice man, Anne said, whipping Tutti Frutti from her chin. He was a very nice man, Michael offered, as the mountain treat dripped between his fingers and therefore all over his t-shirt. Yeah, he was a very nice man, with a very, very nice prices for his wares, Trevor mumbled, looking at the £4.50 change from the crisp new £20 note he had handed over. He then looked at his family. Sally was covered in chocolate, as was Michael, and was enjoying her treat as she pushed the pram in the sunshine. of a beautiful day. She looked at his change again, shrugged, and put it into his pocket. The day was indeed beautiful. The sun was shining, a sweet breeze was coming from the sea, and the smells and sounds were enough to make memories for years to come. Little did he know that the memories about to be made would stay with them, but for all the wrong reasons. The next few minutes would stay with the family forever.
Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you, Rukiye. See now how I got round it. I managed to get somebody else to read for me. To be fair, you read better than me, and I think I would have really messed it up. Rukiye, say goodbye to the nice peoples.
Bye.
Well, thank you for your help, and that was indeed a Seagull's Tale, and that was chapter 3. If you like more, come back for later. Bye!